Dear students, now I am going to discuss the problems of work, energy and power. Coming to the first problem, a block of mass m is lowered with the help of a rope of negligible mass through a distance d with an acceleration g by 4. Work done by the rope on the block is. Here, from the massless rope, a block of mass m is suspended. It experiences two forces. One is gravitational force vertically downward. Second one, force applied by the string, that is T. So here, work done, we know that as the dot product between force and displacement, or we can write that as Fs cos theta. Here block is moving downward with an acceleration A is equal to G by 4. Then tension in the string T is equal to M into G minus A when block is lower, and when block is moving upward, tension in the string is G plus A. We can write M into G minus A value G by 4, which is equal to 3 mg by 4. This is the tension in the string. Now substitute here. Force experienced by the block from the rope is nothing but 3 by 4 mg. And displacement is how much here? D. Force is upward. Observe T is in upward direction and displacement is in downward direction. Angle between force and displacement is 180 degrees. Cos 180 is nothing but minus 1. Now we can write total work done by the rope on the block is 3 by 4 m g d, and cos 180 is minus. This is the work done by the rope. Means the correct option is C. Second problem. A bucket filled with water weighing 10 kg is raised from a well of depth 10 meter. If the linear density of the rope is 0.2 kg per meter, the amount of work done is. So, ఈ ప్రాబ్లంలో టోటల్ వర్క్ డన్ W 2 వేస్లో జరుగుతుంది. ఏంటి? ఒకటి బకెట్ని లిఫ్ట్ చేయడానికి, రెండవది రోప్ని లిఫ్ట్ చేయడానికి. బకెట్ మాస్ M1 అనుకుంటే M1 GH, ఇది బకెట్ లిఫ్ట్ చేయడానికి జరిగే వర్క్. రోప్ మాస్ M2 అనుకుంటే రోప్ని లిఫ్ట్ చేయడానికి వర్క్ M2G ఇంటూ. సో ఇక్కడ వెల్ నుంచి రోప్ని లిఫ్ట్ చేయాలంటే లెంగ్త్ ఆఫ్ ద రోప్ మినిమం ఎంత ఉండాలి? డెప్త్ ఆఫ్ ద వెల్కి ఈక్వల్గా ఉండాలి. అలాగే రోప్ యూనిఫామ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ కాబట్టి టోటల్ మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద రోప్ని మనం సెంటర్ ఆఫ్ గ్రావిటీ దగ్గర ఎస్యూమ్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఇది M2 సెంటర్ ఆఫ్ గ్రావిటీ ఉందనుకుంటే ఈ పార్టికల్ని మనం టాప్కి తీసుకెళ్లాలంటే ఎంత హైట్ లిఫ్ట్ చేయాలి? h/2 హైట్ లిఫ్ట్ చేయాలి. సో ఇక్కడ ద హైట్ త్రూ విచ్ M2 రైజెస్ ఈజ్ h/2. ఇది రోప్ని లిఫ్ట్ చేయడానికి జరిగే వర్క్. సో ఇప్పుడు డేటా సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద బకెట్ 10 kg ఇంటూ G 9.8 ఇంటూ డెప్త్ ఆఫ్ ద వెల్ 10 ప్లస్ మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద రోప్. ఇక్కడ మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద రోప్ ఇవ్వలేదు మనకి. ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు ప్రాబ్లంలో? లీనియర్ డెన్సిటీ ఆఫ్ ద రోప్ ఇచ్చాడు. వాట్ ఈస్ లీనియర్ డెన్సిటీ? మీన్స్ మాస్ పర్ యూనిట్ లెంగ్త్. సో మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద రోప్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు లీనియర్ డెన్సిటీ ఇంటూ లెంగ్త్. ఎలా రాస్తాం? మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద రోప్ M2 ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు లీనియర్ డెన్సిటీ 0.2 kg per meter ఇంటూ టోటల్ లెంగ్త్ ఆఫ్ ద రోప్ ఈజ్ 10 meter, which is equal to 2 kg. సో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే 2 ఇంటూ G వాల్యూ 9.8 ఇంటూ h/2 is 10/2, which is 5 meter. If you calculate this, you will get 1078 joule. So total work done is 1078 joule. Third problem. The work done in lifting a body of mass 20 kg and specific gravity 3.2 to a height of 8 meter in water is. Coming to the solution. When an object is inside the liquid, it experiences gravitational force vertically downward and buoyancy upward, that is V sigma G. V is volume of the body immersed in the liquid, sigma density of liquid, G acceleration due to gravity. Now it is moving downward with a net force which is known as apparent weight. I am writing that as mg dash is equal to mg minus V sigma G. And we can write volume as mass by density. Mass by, I am writing density of the body as rho, sigma into G. Take mg common out, 1 minus sigma by rho. And here specific gravity is density of the body by density of water. Observe, object is inside the water, so liquid is water only. This above equation, apparent weight, mg dash, we can write as mg into 1 minus 1 by specific gravity. సో ఇక్కడ మనం వాటర్లో ఉన్న ఆబ్జెక్ట్ని అప్వర్డ్ లిఫ్ట్ చేయాలంటే మినిమం ఫోర్స్ మనం అప్వర్డ్ ఎంత అప్లై చేయాలి? ద మినిమం ఫోర్స్ దట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు అప్లై అప్వర్డ్ టు లిఫ్ట్ ద బకెట్ అప్వర్డ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు mg dash. సో వర్క్ డన్ ఇన్ లిఫ్టింగ్ ద బాడీ W is equal to Fs cos theta. Here force is equal to mg dash. How much that is equal to mg into 1 minus 1 by s. S means specific gravity. Displacement, body is lifted upward. D into cos theta. Force and displacement are in same direction. Cos 0, 1. If you substitute m value 20 kilogram, g value 9.8, 1 minus 1 by s, that is 3.2, into displacement 8, cos 0 value 1, is equal to 1078 joule. So total work done in lifting the body is 1078 joule, means that is the second option. Coming to the fourth problem. Force acting on a particle is 6I plus 2J Newton. Work done by this force is 0 when a particle is moved along the line 3y plus kx is equal to 5. The value of k is. Here, work done by a force is 0 means that the dot product between the force and displacement must be equal to 0. It means angle between F bar and S bar is equal to 90 degrees. Because Fs cos theta is 0, cos theta 0 when theta is 90 degrees. When theta is 90 degrees, the product of the slopes of the two lines, because vectors are in the form of straight lines only. Product of slopes of two lines, m1 is the slope of force and m2 is the slope of the line, must be equal to minus 1. So slope of the first one for the force, m1 is equal to y coordinate by x coordinate. Y coordinate is 2 and x coordinate is 6. 2 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 3. Next, m2 is the slope of line. So how we can write the slope of the line? You have to write the line equation in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. 3y is equal to kx, I am going to take right side, minus kx plus 5. So take the 3 to right side. Y is equal to minus k by 3 x plus 5. When you compare this equation with y is equal to mx plus c, in the place of m you have minus k by 3. So m2 value is equal to minus k by 3. Now substitute, m1 value is 1 by 3 and m2 value is minus k by 3 is equal to minus 1. Minus minus gets cancelled. K is equal to 9. So the correct option is The problem. When a spring is compressed by 3 cm, the potential energy stored in it is U. When it is compressed further by 3 cm, the increase in potential energy is. In case of spring, whether it is compressed by x or elongated by x, you can write the potential energy stored in the spring U is equal to half k x square. Take initial potential energy as U1 and elongation as x1. x1 given as 3 cm. You can write U1 is equal to half k x1 square, 3 square 9, and here initial value this we had given as U. Now coming to the final potential energy U2 is equal to half k x2 square. It is compressed further by 3 cm. Initially compressed 3, further by 3 means total compression x2 is equal to 6 cm. Substitute. It is half k into 6 square, 36. This is equal to 4 times of initial potential energy. Then increase in potential energy delta U is equal to final potential energy minus initial 4U minus U, that is equal to 3U. This is the increase in potential energy. So correct option is C. Sixth problem. A bullet emerges out from a wooden plank with 75% of its initial kinetic energy. The number of additional planks required to stop the bullet is. Coming to the solution, initial kinetic energy of each bullet. Take that as K. Okay. Next, thickness of each plank. Is equal to T. According to work energy theorem, total work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. Here, work done when bullet passes against a resistive force of the plank is minus. Take the resistive force of the plank is F, and thickness of the plank is equal to distance travelled by the bullet is equal to change in kinetic energy. Here 25% of kinetic energy is lost, minus 25 by 100 of initial kinetic energy K. That you can write as F into T is equal to K by 4, first equation. Next, to stop the bullet completely, if the number of planks required are n, then according to the same relation, work energy theorem, work done to pass the bullet through n planks. Planks are identical, so resistive force same. When it passes through n planks, total distance travelled is equal to thickness of n planks, n into T, and it loses the complete energy. Final kinetic energy 0 minus initial kinetic energy K. So change in kinetic energy is minus K. F into n into T is equal to K. This is the second equation. Equation 2 by equation 1. You will get K is equal to 4. He asked you to find number of additional planks required. Number of additional planks required is equal to 4 minus, that is 3. So final answer is 3. Solve the problem. A can of water having mass 10 kg is raised from a depth 20 meter. When the can raised by 10 meter, its velocity is 1 meter per second. Work done is. Coming to the solution, In this problem, work done in two ways. One is work done to raise by a height h, and second, work done to increase its kinetic energy. Now here, mass of the body given 10 kg and g value 9.8, raised by a height of 10 meter plus half mass of the body 10 kg into v square, final velocity 1 meter per second. Initially it started from rest 0. So total work done you will get as equal to 985. So means the correct option is D. Eighth problem. A sphere of mass m is dropped from a height h above the ground. On reaching the ground, it penetrates through a distance s in sand and finally stops. The average distance offered by the sand to oppose the motion is. Coming to the solution. Here, a sphere of mass m dropped from a height h above the ground. It penetrates through a distance s inside the sand. According to work energy theorem, total work done by all the types of forces is equal to change in kinetic energy. Here, two forces are doing work. One is gravitational force and second one is resistive force offered by the sand is equal to change in kinetic energy. Here, gravitational force and displacement of the sphere both are in same direction. So work done by gravity is positive. So what is the work done by gravity? mg, force into displacement. How much that is? h plus s. Same direction, so it is positive. Resistive force and displacement inside the sand are in opposite. So work done by the resistive force is F, and for how much distance it is applied? For a distance s only. And they are opposite direction. This is negative work. This is equal to change in kinetic energy. Initially velocity is 0 and finally also velocity is 0. So total change in kinetic energy is 0 because finally it stops inside. Initial velocity is 0 and final velocity also 0. So you can write F into S is equal to mg into h plus s. He asked to find average distance offered. F is equal to mg into h plus s by s. So s by s is 1 plus h by s. This is the resistive force offered by the sand to oppose the motion. Correct option is C. Coming to the ninth problem. A uniform chain of mass m and length L is kept on a horizontal table with half of its length hanging from the edge of the table. Work done in pulling the chain onto the table so that only 1/5 of its length now hangs from the edges. Coming to the solution. ఈ ప్రాబ్లంలో మనకి కొంత పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద చైన్ హ్యాంగ్ అయి ఉంది. స్టార్టింగ్లో ఎంత హాఫ్ ఆఫ్ ద లెంగ్త్ హ్యాంగ్ అయి ఉంది. సో దీని సెంటర్ ఆఫ్ గ్రావిటీ మనం సెంటర్ ఆఫ్ ద చైన్లో ఉందనుకుంటే ఈ హ్యాంగింగ్ పార్ట్ మాస్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది? హ్యాంగింగ్ పార్ట్ మాస్ ఇస్ m/2. అలాగే టేబుల్ సర్ఫేస్ రిఫరెన్స్ అనుకుంటే రిఫరెన్స్ నుంచి ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ బిలో ఉంది? లెంగ్త్ ఆఫ్ ద చైన్ L అయితే హ్యాంగింగ్ పార్ట్ L/2. ఇప్పుడు దీంట్లో మళ్ళీ హాఫ్ అంటే ఎంత అవుతుంది? L/. Now potential energy of the hanging part of the chain U1, initial potential energy equal to mass of the hanging part m/2 g into length of the hanging part, center of gravity from the reference, Distance of the center of gravity from the reference L by 4, and it is below the reference, so I have taken minus. So initial potential energy of the chain U1 is equal to minus mgl by 8. Okay. Next, final potential energy. Similarly, when you do 1/5 of the chain hangs around the table, so mass of the hanging part of the chain m by 5 g into center of gravity below the table is at half of the length of the hanging part, that is L by 10, which is equal to minus mgl by 50. Work done is equal to final potential energy minus initial potential energy, which is equal to mgl common out 1 by 8 minus 1 by 50. Mgl is equal to 21 by 100 mg. This is the total work done. Means correct answer is the 10th problem. A simple pendulum is swinging in vertical plane. The ratio of its potential energy when it makes angle 45 degrees and 90 degrees with the vertical is. Here we have a simple pendulum of length L, bob of mass m, suspended from rigid support. When it is displaced through an angle theta from vertical, the height it raises is L into 1 minus cos theta. So potential energy at that position, that is at an angle theta from vertical, is mgl into 1 minus cos theta. So mgh, where h is equal to L into 1 minus cos theta. So at 45 degrees initial potential energy u1 is equal to theta is equal to 45 degrees initial potential energy mgl into 1 minus cos 45 1 by 4/2. Next, when theta is equal to 90 degrees, potential energy u2 is equal to mgl into 1 minus cos 90 value 0. Take this as first equation at 45 degrees and at 90 degrees second equation. Then ratio u1 by u2 is equal to mgl into root 2 minus 1 by root 2 by mgl into 1 is nothing but mgl. This mgl gets cancelled. Then you are going to get root 2 minus 1 by root 2. Means the correct option is D. 11th problem. A ladder AB 2.5 meter long and of weight 150 Newton with its center of mass at a distance 1 meter from the end A is on the ground. If 40 Newton weight is attached to the end B, the work to be done to arrange the ladder in vertical position with end A in contact with the ground is. Coming to the solution. Here, a ladder of length 2.5 meter and weight is 150 Newton. Its weight is at the center of gravity and it is at 1 meter from the end A. It is at 1 meter from the end A. ఈ ల్యాడర్ని మనం వర్టికల్ పొజిషన్లో ప్లేస్ చేసినప్పుడు సెంటర్ ఆఫ్ గ్రావిటీ ఏ నుంచి ఎంత హైట్లో ఉంటుంది 1 meter and its weight m1g acts from the center of gravity which is equal to 150 Newton. So here work done in two ways. One is to lift the ladder from horizontal to vertical position, m1g into height of the center of gravity that is lifted, I am writing as h. So work done to lift the ladder is m1g h1. Next, work done to lift the load. Had given load is attached to the end B, and this load weight he had given m2g is equal to 40 Newton, and work done to lift the load is m2g into h. Here h is equal to nothing but length of the ladder. So m1g is equal to 150 Newton into h value is equal to 1 meter plus here m2g is equal to 40 Newton weight of the load into height of the load is equal to length of ladder 2.5 meter. This is 250. So this is the total work done in lifting the ladder along with the load. Correct option is 250. Solve the problem. The force displacement graph is shown in the figure. The work done is. Here, coming to the solution of the problem. In this, area covered by the force and displacement graph will give the work done. So area covered by the graph means this dark line is the graph. So area of the graph from displacement I have taken, this is the area. This red color shaded region is the area covered. Here if you take the work done, which is area covered by the graph. Observe for this, area of the triangle is half into base into height. What is the base? 12 minus 2, 10 into height 20 minus 10, that is 10, plus area of the rectangle, length into breadth, length 10 and breadth is also 10. You will get total as 150 joule. Means the correct option is 150 joule. Here you have to remember that in case of Fs graph, you know that work done is equal to integral of F into ds, where area of the graph is equal to integral of y into dx. What is y means here? F into ds. Means work done is nothing but here area covered by Fs graph. Area covered by Fs graph, that is equal to 150 joule. Problem number 13. A force F bar is equal to 5i minus 3j plus 2k moves a particle from R1 is equal to 2i plus 7j plus 4k to R2 5i plus 2j plus 8k. Calculate the work done. Here, work done is the dot product between force and displacement. W is equal to F bar dot S bar. Here, F bar given as 5i minus 3j plus 2k. And displacement vector is the change in position, that is final position vector minus initial position vector. Now subtract r2 bar minus r1 bar, 5i minus 2i, that is 3i, plus 2j minus 7j minus 5j, 8k minus 4k, that is 4k. Here, when you take the dot product, I cap coefficient is multiplied with I cap coefficient. 5 into 3, 15. Next, minus 3 minus 5 plus 15. 2, 4, 8. It is equal to 38 units. This is the correct option. 14th problem. A force of 4x square plus 3x Newton acts on a particle which displaces it from 2 meter to 3 meter. The work done by the force is. Coming to the solution. Here force is variable, so we can write the work done, W is equal to integral of F bar dot ds bar. Here force is along x-axis, only x is variable here. You can write integral of fx dx from x1 to x2. Suppose if you have y component also, you have to write plus integral of fy dy from y1 to y2. Here this we can write as integral of 4x square plus 3x, and the limits given from 2 to 3. Lower limit is 2 and upper limit is 3. Now integrate. For integration of x square, x cube by 3 plus 3 x integration x square by 2, and here limits are from 2 to 3. Here we can write 4 by 3 into x cube. Substitute upper limit in place of x cube. 3 cube 27 minus 2 cube 8 plus 3 by 2 into x square. Substitute upper limit minus lower limit. 3 square 9 minus 2 square 4. Here this total you will get as finally 32.8. So this is the work done by the force. So correct option is 15th problem. The bob of a pendulum is released from horizontal position. If the length of the pendulum is 1.5 meter, what is the speed with which the bob arrives at the lowermost point, given that it dissipated 5% of its initial energy against a resistance? Coming to the solution. At the lowest point, total energy is in the form of kinetic energy. So kinetic energy at lowermost point is equal to 95% of potential energy at horizontal position, at highest point. Because 5% is lost, this 95% of potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Kinetic energy at lowermost point you can write as half mv square, where v is the velocity at the lowermost point. 95%, 95 by 100 of potential energy at highest point, mg, into, in case of pendulum, when it is at an angle theta from vertical position, the height is represented as L into 1 minus cos theta, where L is the length of the pendulum and theta is the angle made by the position from vertical. M gets cancelled on both sides. Half V square is equal to 95 by 100 into 9.8 G value and L value, length of the pendulum given as 1.5 meter into 1 minus cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. Now if you simplify all the values, V value you will get as 5.285 meter per second. 16th problem. A body starts from rest moving under the expense of a constant power. If x is the displacement in time t, then x is proportional to. So coming to the solution, here he had given that the body is moving under the expense of a constant power. So here power is constant. Then power, we know that as dot product between force and velocity. In one dimension, you can write that as F into V as constant. Force, F we can write as M into A. A is rate of change of velocity, dV by dt into V is equal to constant. And here M constant. So you can write V into dV is directly proportional to dt. Now integrate on both sides. I had given initial velocity is 0, started from rest. And here when time t is equal to 0 seconds. And final limit, when time is t seconds, take final velocity as v. Now integrate on both sides. Integral of v into dv, power is 1. When you integrate, you will get v square by 2. And limits are from 0 to v is proportional to t. Limits are from 0 to t. Then you will get v square by 2 minus 0 by 2. 0 is proportional to t minus 0, t. Here again 2 is constant. So you can write v is proportional to t to the power of half. V is proportional to under root of t, that we can write as t power half. Now we can write v, velocity, as rate of change of position. Is proportional to t to the power of half. Dx is proportional to t power half into dt. Integrate on both sides. Integral of dx is nothing but displacement. We had given displacement as capital X. Displacement x is proportional to t to the power of half plus 1, 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. Here 3 by 2 is constant. So x is proportional to t to the power of 3 by 2. So the correct option is